What do witches, cauldrons, black cats, ghosts, and spiders all have in common? Cupcakes, right? They're all part of Halloween Cupcakes, sure to impress your family, your friends, or maybe your child's class, giving us the confidence to pull off these spooky trees. We've got Baking with Blondie's Mandy Merriman.
Hey guys.
And you say that this is something that we can all handle, but this looks very complicated.
It looks impressive, but it's super easy to make. So that's the key here.
That's what I hear. Okay, so I want to show you. I mean, look at the detail on these cupcakes.
They're so darling. I love Halloween. If anyone follows my Instagram feed, they know that when it's Halloween, I jump right in mid-September and I just go all for it until Halloween comes. So on top, we have these cute little witch's cauldron cupcakes. We're gonna talk about what those little balls are on top and how to make it all goopy and spooky. And then next we have our spiderweb cupcakes, and those are made with just one ingredient, wrapping it around the sides.
Wow.
And then we also have our little ghosts that are made from meringues, and then also this really simple design, but I think really effective way to get the cat.
Okay, you're gonna put me through. I want to see you do some of these things live here.
This first one, gloves, friends.
Oh,
gloves. Medical gloves. Okay, all right, so this is because it gets really sticky. You're gonna take marshmallows, put them in the microwave for probably like 15, 20 seconds.
Anything with them? Just marshmallows?
Just marshmallows, that's it. And you're gonna pull them apart. And I know this is like super goopy and sticky, but you have gloves on, so y'all gonna be just fine.
You can have so much fun with your kids doing this.
So it turns into web when you do that. So let's scooch this over. And what I do is I make sure that my cupcake, which has been frosted in some gray buttercream with a Wilton 1M tip, and what I do is I just pull it and wrap it around. It's super goopy, but oh my goodness, it's sticky. It's sticking. We're sticking.
I'll hold
it down.
You pull.
Hold it down. There we go. Perfect. And when it's cold, when you put the little sticky stuff on, it won't ruin the buttercream while you do it.
Look at that. Look how it drapes over that. That is amazing.
So spooky. And then I made little fondant spiders to go on top.
And you said those were easy. You just ball it up.
So just a big one and a little one, and then you do little legs, and then you let them dry on a little sheet overnight, and they get really hard so that way they'll just stick on top.
That is the coolest.
And they look super spooky. I love how these turn out. Like, I almost didn't want to touch them. They looked so real.
That's
awesome.
Anyway, okay, our next
have little cute guys underneath. So next one. That's why we do the gloves, so we can just move on. This one is our little black cat one, and I wanted this one to be a little bit more simple just because I feel like you have some really, I don't know, over-the-top ones, and this one is easier to make.
But it looks so fancy with the sprinkles.
So I'm just gonna do a little bit of buttercream on the top here.
Okay.
And it would be really hard to do a cat design on the top. So what I did is this is hot water with my little top, and I'm just gonna flatten it out. When you heat it up with the warm water, it makes it so you can make a flat top right there. There we go.
Getting too,
there we go.
Too drippy on
and
that.
so to get that cat look, this is just freehand, guys. I just freehanded a little cat on top. I'm gonna place this guy on top. And then next, what I'll do with this guy on top is I'll put it over here so we don't like rearrange the cosmos. So I'm gonna just sprinkle this right on top.
And do you wanna press it into the frosting?
Yeah, so you can use your finger. Just give it a little press, say a little prayer, and then pull it right up. And then you should have a little cat.
Oh, fun.
It's a little goopy because we're on TV. But anyway, you get that design right there, and it shouldn't stick too bad, and then you'll be able to transfer to the next one.
You could do that with a spider, a stencil, a pumpkin. You could do it with almost anything.
Oh, a pumpkin, a spider. That would be super cute. I love that.
Okay,
so,
this caught my eye because of the sprinkles that we have going on.
Guys, I love these. These are neon milk sprinkles, and I just adore them. So this one has something that I've never done before. I've never made a meringue on top. I've made macarons, but I've never made a true meringue in the oven.
Is it a hard process?
It's so easy. It only uses 3 ingredients. So you're gonna have sugar, you're gonna have egg whites, and you're gonna have cream of tartar.
Okay,
and that's it.
Show me what you do.
So what I did is I whipped them up super light and fluffy, and all the ingredients together. They're gonna get super glossy and hard. You're gonna put them in a piping bag and just kind of squeeze it. They kind of look like the poop emoji. Can I say poop on TV?
you just did.
Okay, so anyway, it looks like that, and then you can put little tiny eyes on it. They dry overnight. They're super hard.
Is it just a sprinkle for the eye? Is that what it is?
Yeah, so for the eyes you can use sprinkles. I did a little bit of buttercream. And to kind of get that cute, I love using sprinkles in everything I do. So what I'm doing here is I have this purple on the bottom because we have purple inside our sprinkles. We're gonna do one layer of this.
Frosting.
It doesn't have to be perfect for this part. Watch this. We're gonna dunk it right here. Dunk.
Oh, I love it.
Dunk, perfect. Look at that. So we have that
here.
But
it looks so fancy with all the different types of sprinkles in it.
Oh, it makes it even more just crazy, and I love it. So we stick that guy on top. So that's how we do our little ghost meringue.
I love that one.
This last one is my favorite of all time.
Okay, the last one, the black one. Oh, this looked really complicated to me. This is the little bubbles on top.
Yes, so I made a witch's cauldron cake a few weeks ago on Instagram. It went nuts. I was so excited because it was a little more abstract than I usually do. And the process is super easy and just really playful, really fun.
Okay.
So to make it, you need this little mold right here. And this is just from Amazon. It was super inexpensive. It comes in a set of 4.
Okay.
And so what you do is you get some Wilton candy melts, And you don't add anything
Just a
to
tiny
them.
bit.
Yeah, you just melt it, stick it in, and scoop it up on the sides. And then what you do is you let them sit for about 20, 30 minutes at room temperature, or you could just pop in the freezer for 15 minutes.
You can throw them in the fridge probably.
Yeah, and what you do is they pop right out here like little halvesies.
Okay, then how do you get them together without breaking them?
So you get a pan, you heat it up a little bit. I'm gonna heat this up like this. And you're gonna stick them together.
So you just laid it right
like
there
this.
on the pan.
Yeah, so the pan was warm, and so what it did is the pan was super warm, and I was able to stick them together like this, and I just kind of put a ring around it, and then you get these cute little green bubbles. So let's assemble our cupcake and put that on here.
Okay, so you've got the cool bubble.
So we have our black buttercream.
This is the funnest cupcake.
I love it, I love it. So here's our black buttercream. You use dark chocolate buttercream and then add a little bit of black to it.
What is your cupcake flavor?
This is actually, it's dark chocolate.
Okay.
And then you just add a little bit of black to it. That
Okay.
way you don't end up with black teeth and, you know,
See all the kids coming home from school.
They're like, "Eh." It's Halloween, right? So it fits in.
It's
so
fine.
I did a little rim around the outside to be the outside of the witch's cauldron. And then we need a little goop on the inside. I mean, this is a witch's cauldron cake. So I have some green buttercream. And this is just melted candy melt. So let's see if it's, there we go. We need some ooze off the side of that.
Okay.
This is supposed to be.
And you really can't go wrong.
goopy.
You can pretty much do whatever design you want on there, and then you just start sticking stuff on there.
You just stick stuff on. And what I like about this is that you can add on these cute little sprinkles. So little tiny bubbles and some bones and some eyeballs and ooh, goopy
Mandy,
goopy.
so many cute ideas. Okay, where can people go for more information?
Yeah. So Baking with Blondie is my Instagram account, and then bakingwithblondie.com. I'll have a tutorial for all of these. Set up soon.
You always have the most creative ideas.
Thank you. I love
so
it.
much. Okay, that is cool.
Isn't it
Check
fun?
the website out. All right, thanks,
so
Mandy.
much.
All right, be sure to follow her Instagram link or her page there. You can also find lots of other fun recipes for the holiday and just for every day. Just click on the recipe button on the Studio 5 page at the top of the page, and there you go. You'll have those great ideas.